Hey guys, Mark here again with a new quarters game. So you guys probably all saw the quarter challenge I made. It has a couple sides. You bounce it and you try to land them in these pockets. Similar, I guess, to this game. Playing with quarters and trying to bounce the quarter into the shot glass. I said, shot glass is cool once you bounce it in, but then you always got to take it out and keep on moving it. I was like, what if it was possible to design something that might return your coin back to you or randomly give it to another player? So very similar to maybe when you were in elementary school, there's a V nozzle and you throw the ball up into it, then it would come out one of the spouts. Same idea. My first design was this one. Learned a lot from it. It's kind of hard to simulate a coin falling in when you're modeling it. But this one it can drop in, but you can see it does get stuck in it. Not uncommonly, probably 1 out of every time it gets stuck. Learned a lot from it. Pretty much too shallow of the ramp to come falling in. So that was the first one. You can kind of see it kind of has like a heart shape. The thought was that the quarter would sit here and then right between both of these going down the middle. Down at the bottom, you might be able to see there is a peak. I first started out with just a standard ramp. It works very well, but you'll see the other one that I actually changed it up just slightly. So that was generation 1. So just like any other quarters, you go and try to bounce it in. Let's try one more time. Oh well. But you try to bounce it in, it falls in, and then it comes rolling out. So that was the first one I built. Not so great. Not going to upload the model, but first learning lesson. The next one I built, I call it fourth quarter. You can see the ramps are significantly, or the cuts in are significantly steeper. You can see in the top two. And that really helps us sort out the ball or the coin from falling in. If you look at the side, you probably can't see it, but the shape inside of there is not just like a standard ramp now. It actually has a tangent to the front face, and then it ramps up. I noticed that it bounces, the coin will bounce less when it comes out, and it rolls out smoother, I think, with this with the tangent than curling up. But same idea. It has 4 outlet spouts, or 4 outlets that it can come into. I've played it a couple different ways. You can play it like this if you have only 2 players, or you can play it if you have 4 players. But it's really cool because, a couple different ways so you can make up your own rules with it. But what we were doing was you bounce it in, and then it comes out. Let's say it's coming to the player to the right. He comes and gets it. He either can choose a drink, or he could try to bet you that he can make it in on that one. And if he makes it in, then the drink comes right back to you. So that was a fun way to play. Also, you can play if it comes down or comes out, you try to stop it with your finger. If you stop it with your finger, you don't have to drink for that shot. But so this just gives you kind of a random, a randomness to the game. So it's not just, you can keep on passing around if you miss it, but this could add an extra dynamic to the game. So a lot of fun, easy print. Maybe, I think it was about 3-hour print, but let me kind of drop a couple coins in. So, you typically, you would try to bounce it in. So let's see, with this wood, it's not so great, but let me try to show my skills. One more. Okay, well, anyway, bounce it in. And then you can see it just randomly just comes on out of any direction. So that's kind of, and it really is random. I mean, it coming out because of how it's shaped, and the coin is just spinning in the air. A lot of fun. This one still does have a hang up. I'd say 1 out of 50 times it does somehow get stuck, and typically it's like, I've seen it like this, getting stuck like that. Kind of splits the gap. It's probably getting stuck like that mostly because it is 3D printed and there's a little bit of ridges. I did not vapor smooth this. And I've also seen it stuck like this. So when it did get stuck like this, we just all decided to say everybody's got a drink. So it kind of adds a little bit more fun to it. So enjoy it, print it, play with it. I know everybody's going back to college. So you guys at all the tech schools, let's print it out and have a good time.